this recipe and I'm immediately making some adjustments. I'm going to do this sweet potato marshmallow bars today. And looking at the recipe, it's calling for it to be baked in like an 8x8 baking pan. I don't have one that size, and I really want to use my casserole dish. So I'm going to have to make some adjustments to the ingredients, in which I usually do anyway if I'm looking at other recipes. But I'm just hoping, the fact that they're marshmallow bars, I don't necessarily want them too thick, but I want them, you know, thick enough. So I had to increase my sweet potatoes. And it's looking like I may have about 2 cups. I've not mixed these up yet, but like I say, as I go, I will let you know exactly what my measurements are. But we have a crust for this, we have a filling, and then we're gonna top it off with some mini marshmallows, okay? I wanted to do this because I love sweet potatoes. And I think a lot of you love sweet potato recipes too, so that's what we're doing today. So I used about 2.5 sleeves of my graham crackers, okay? That was more than what the recipe called for. I told y'all I'm getting ready to do my own thing, okay? And we'll just see how it turns out. I'll be using about 1/2 cup of sugar. Now this is for the crust, okay? About 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, or just salt, honey. And as a matter of fact, let me go on and put this in. No, I take that back. I'm not doing 1 teaspoon of salt. I want to do like 1/2 teaspoon. I don't want to do too much salt. And I actually wrote my own ingredients over here. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay. 1/2 teaspoon of salt. All right. And then we have our sugar. You know what? Since the graham crackers are already sweet, told y'all we winging it. I'm not gonna do 1/2 cup of sugar. Let's see. We're gonna do a 1/4 cup of sugar. Okay. 1/4 cup of sugar. I had to remember the graham crackers are already sweet, so I don't need that much sugar. Honey, if you want 1/2 cup of sugar in your crust, then go ahead and put it in there. That's perfectly fine. Okay? And then with the butter, I have 1.5 sticks of butter. It is unsalted, okay? It is melted. Y'all can tell I'm thinking as I'm going, okay? So we're gonna add this. Let me get this mixed up. Let me pulse it a couple of times just with the salt and the sugar. And then we will, I think I'm gonna slowly add, what's that called? The butter. I'm gonna slowly add the butter just in case I feel like I don't need that much. I want to do this crust first because I need to go on and get it in the oven, and it can be baking while we are mixing up the rest, or we're mixing up the filling. Now, one thing about your graham cracker crust, you need to get it really fine, because I think the finer that you get it, it's going to help it not fall apart. Okay? So we'll start with, that might be 1 stick. And let me see what this looks like before I add all of it, because I don't want to have to add more. graham crackers. But you want it like the consistency of like a, let's see, like wet sand. And truth be told, I think now that I have my graham crackers all mixed up. I think it's just easier that I can kind of see what we're looking like and what it's feeling like. And I think I'm going to be good to add the rest of this butter. So 1.5 sticks of butter is what we're using for our crust. Let's see, it didn't call for it, but I want to put some vanilla in here. And I'm going to tell you guys the rest of the ingredients once we get this in. Let me get this in. About a teaspoon of vanilla. Let me get this up in the oven and get it going. And then we can talk about everything else that we have going on. Make sure you scrape under the bottom to get all of the graham cracker crumbs, because you don't want anything dry. Everything needs to be moistened with that butter, okay? Okay, you guys see how this does resemble like a wet sand. If you were at the beach, see that? That's what we should be looking like, okay? Wet sand at the beach. And you guys, when I do stuff like this, when I bake certain, I have to nibble. It's different when I'm baking a cake, but when I'm baking something where I have to add cookies or add, honey, I'm gonna grab me a cookie or two. I sure did eat me a little rectangle of graham crackers. Okay. I'm not going to grease my casserole dish because I have the butter in my graham crackers. I like to share stuff with you so you guys will understand my thought process and maybe why I do or do not do certain things, okay? Now, as I start dumping this in my casserole dish, I'm going to do it not all at one time, just in case at the very bottom, if I've missed some of these, getting some of the graham crackers moistened, I can still kind of mix it up before I dump it all in my casserole dish, okay? And of course, I have thoroughly washed my hands. You guys, don't be in the kitchen with nasty hands, because that's just nasty. Now my oven is preheating to 350 degrees. And the goal is to get this, to really press this down. I'll use my hands in a minute. I'm just trying to kind of get it pretty even. So we're going to press it down, and then want some of it to kind of come up the sides a little bit too, okay? And just press, press, press. And usually when I have a spot where it kind of cracks, I kind of press over it again to get the crack out of it. Thinking that's good enough. You guys, I'm trying my best to make it look neat and even. I want it to look pretty. Okay. I think that's good enough. Okay, so now we're going to put it in the oven on 350 degrees for about 10 minutes. You want it to turn golden brown, okay? Okie dokie. So now while that's doing its thing, let's work on the filling. Okay, I'm going to add my filling right to this, to the same, my little Ninja, or my big, is this a Ninja? Yeah, my Ninja. I'm not even gonna rinse it out. I mean, I have my graham cracker crumbs in there. It is not that serious. How about that? So I'm going to add it directly to, let me move these eggs for right now before this cord knocks it over. You guys, one of these days, I'm gonna have me a kitchen renovation, and I cannot wait. Give me more counter space. Oh my goodness. One of these days, y'all, one of these days. Okay. So for my filling, we're gonna be using, I roasted my sweet potatoes. I roasted about 4 of them right now without them being pureed. It's measuring about 2.5 cups or about 2 cups. We're gonna see, because I'm hoping, I need them to go all the way across the top of that casserole dish. That's why I'm using more than what the recipe called for. So we'll see what it looks like once I get them pureed. And then we will be adding, I'm gonna have to taste it and see. Okay, I'm probably gonna start with about 1/2 cup of sugar, but we'll see. Like I say, I'll let you know exactly how much I add when it's time. I have 4 large eggs here because I increased the sweet potatoes. I felt like I needed to do 1 more egg to be on the safe side. They are large. They're room temperature. I don't know that it really matters for this, but I'm just so used to sitting eggs out. They've been sitting out. We're going to use some vanilla extract, about a teaspoon. No, I'm going to use about a tablespoon of vanilla extract. And then we're going to use 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and at least 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg, or maybe a little more. This is the part where you can use whatever spices that you want. If you want to add some ginger, if you want cloves, whatever you want to add, you can add. Oftentimes, when I do things with sweet potatoes, I kind of try to mimic the taste of my mama's sweet potato pie, minus the cinnamon. We don't do cinnamon in her pies, but I do like the taste of cinnamon. I like the taste of nutmeg. So we're going to go on and add some cinnamon. And then we have, let's see, we're going to be doing like 1.5 cup of heavy cream. Is that everything? Let's see, it doesn't say anything about some salt, but I need to add just a pinch of salt to give me some balance, okay? Okie dokie, so we're gonna get this in here and puree it up and see what we're looking like. I baked or roasted my sweet potatoes. I usually do it on like 400 degrees for about an hour. I don't like putting my sweet potatoes or boiling them in water because it makes them retain water. So I always love to roast or bake my sweet potatoes. So let's see what we're going to be looking like. Nope, you're going to need that once we get these I want to see what it looks like before I add any of my spices or seasonings, okay? Did I just move my top? No, you didn't. Okay. Okay, we're not quite brown yet. Let's see, now that we're pureed, we've not added anything. Let's see. Yeah, where are my measurements at? It's all covered up with sweet potatoes. It looks like, is that 3 cups? Looks like we have about 3 cups. About 3 cups of pureed sweet potato. I don't know if we're gonna need that much or not, but this is what we're doing today. Oh my goodness. Well. Okay, we go set this timer. So we've been baking 10 minutes. Let's do about another 5 minutes on that graham cracker crust. Well, maybe not that long. Let's do maybe another couple of minutes, so maybe about 12 minutes. Okay. All right. Now that we've done that, let me go on and put my little sprinkle of sugar in, sprinkle of salt while I'm, you know what? I don't want to do no kosher salt. I don't want to do kosher salt in there. We're going to do a little sprinkle of a little sea salt. Okay. Just a little bit. Just a little sprinkle of salt. Give me some balance. All right, so let's add our we're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. I almost want to do a teaspoon of nutmeg, but I'm going to wait. We're going to taste it. I'm going to do a generous, this is what I call a generous 1/2 teaspoon, because you see it's not level, okay? So that's a generous 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. I love nutmeg, y'all. I love it. Let's see, we're gonna do some vanilla extract. Ooh. Some vanilla extract. Yeah, that was probably about a tablespoon. And let me break these yolks up. I just like to, when I think about it, I like to break my yolks up before I add it to something. Do y'all like to do that? I don't know, just, I mean, I know these blades are gonna break them up, but I just like to break them up. Okay, so we're adding our 4 eggs. I'm gonna start with a 1/4 cup of sugar before I do that entire half, and then if I need the rest of it, I'm gonna add it, okay? Okay, so we're starting with a 1/4 cup of sugar. I'm gonna mix this up some first, and then I'll add the heavy whipping cream. But let's get this mixed up first. that's why you have to have a timer. Because when I tell you, I done totally forgot about, I totally forgot about my crust that was in here. Y'all, I use my timer. Wait a minute, let me make sure this is sitting wet. I use my timer. Oh, okay. So, you guys, wait a minute, y'all. We are golden brown. Okay. So that looks pretty good. So we'll let it sit here while we are finishing up our filling. Now I want to taste this filling. Just a little bit. Baby, listen, we need to, listen. Let me hear me add the rest of that sugar. No, ma'am. I might need some more. I promise y'all, I know I'm gonna need some more sugar. I'm just telling you now. Okay, now we're gonna add our heavy cream. Don't worry, I'm gonna add some more sugar and eels. And eels. Y'all, I thought I was going to use my little hand mixer over here. And did not at all. So we're going to do another, at least another 4th cup of sugar. And that's going to give me 3/4 cups of sugar. Listen, mind your business if you don't want all this sugar. And y'all don't have to use as much sugar as Miss Donna does now. Now, if you don't want that much sugar, then don't use that much sugar. But y'all know we like it sweet. We like sauciness. Wait a minute, girl, because it's getting ready to splash. We like a good old sauce. We like stuff that's sweet. And I better start this off really pulsing it. Otherwise, I'm going to have a whole mess. It's pretty. I love seeing them spices in there. Oh, Lord. Just keep messing up these spoons. Let me see. This is a teaspoon. I didn't put my mouth on this one previously. Okay, that sugar is better, but I do need more nutmeg. So like I said, a teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay. Thank y'all for experimenting with me today. Okay, y'all, it looks so pretty and creamy. Let me show you. Can y'all see all those spices in there? See? So pretty and creamy. All right, let's get it poured in our casserole dish. Okay. It's still a little warm, so we're gonna pop this back in the oven. Okay, I'm gonna set my timer for about 45 minutes. I feel confident that it's gonna bake longer than that. And at some point I'll probably turn it down. I don't know that I like that baking at 350, but we're gonna start there, and I'll let you know if I need to turn it down in a little bit. Okay, I let it bake on the 350 for maybe about 40 minutes, 35, 40 minutes, and then I turned it down to 325 and let it bake maybe about another 20 minutes. So baking time is definitely going to vary depending on your oven. Just keep an eye on it, because my concern was I didn't want the crust to get too dark, you know, where it looked like the crust was burned. So now we have to let it cool for, I'm probably gonna let it cool for maybe about 15 or 20 minutes, just a little bit. And then we're gonna add the marshmallows and pop it back in under the broiler for just I wanna say a couple of minutes, but just for a minute or so. It does not take long at all. It doesn't take long at all for them to broil and start turning brown. I actually had my timer set for longer than what I needed it. So I'm glad I peeked in at it, because baby, we would have been burnt. But that's pretty. Look at that, y'all. The tips of them are just as brown. So we will cool before we dig in. Let's see how it looks from the side. Okay, let's just see the layers. Can you kind of see the layers with the crust and then the potato filling and then the marshmallows? We'll see what my dude number one thinks about this. Get over here with the...
What you making?
You tell me.
Let me guess. It's got marshmallows.
For real?
They won't even let you. The marshmallows don't kind of, they're in a group huddle and they won't let you look around and see what it is.
Mm.
They like, you know, you can almost see something.
You know, it's probably gonna be hard to get that first piece out. You know, because it'd be all up against the corner.
Let me get it out. I can get it out.
Okay, See if you can get it out.
Give me a spoon.
Is that the thinnest one that we have?
Oh, I can see some crunch to it. Oh, okay.
Maybe that's...
Something got a crunch to it.
You said a spoon?
No, I'm going to eat it out.
Oh.
Just eat my portion.
It's supposed to come out bar-like, but you're probably going to have to get that first piece out first.
I got it, but here, I got it.
Get up under there, babe. Get up under there.
I'm doing my best, Donna.
Oh, Lord.
It's
don't
like
make it fall
they sticking
apart.
together, Donna.
Okay.
All I'm sticking together like...
You got to get up under there and keep going. You keep jabbing.
It was like a game. They was all hanging together and jump on me. I wasn't going.
Ooh-wee.
Let me get this because I'm looking at something look like graham crackers or something. I'm going in.
Y'all, this first piece, ooh, I almost slid out. This first piece done fell apart.
Let me put them together.
Trying to get it out. I know you ready. Look, y'all. Open your mouth.
I see some crunch. I see some, look like sweet potatoes in here.
While you doing what you do. Why you acting like you sleep? What's wrong with you? What you tasting? What you tasting?
I know what I'm tasting.
What you tasting, baby? You have to
good.
tell me everything you're tasting. When the
tasting.
baby's about to slide off the plate.
This thing at the floor, I'm going down with it, Donna.
Tell me what you're tasting.
I'm definitely tasting, is it sweet potato or pumpkin?
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato, got it. Marshmallows, definitely taste those.
It's still warm, y'all.
It is.
Once it totally cools, it should come out better. That's what it is. We didn't let it cool long enough.
It's cool enough for me.
Is it still smoking?
What is the crust? I'm trying to
You
figure
can't
out.
make out the crust. Let me see. Let me get this little piece
Can't
right
make it
here,
out.
then I can tell you what the crust is. This little piece over here. This little piece over here. This little piece over here. Taste the crust by itself and see if you can figure it out.
I figured out it's good.
You asked me what was the crust, babe.
It's so funny because the marshmallows give you a fake feeling.
It's graham cracker.
Graham cracker?
It's called a sweet potato marshmallow bar.
It's good.
Is it
I
good?
mean, no, I'm saying the marshmallows.
I love the way the marshmallows are gooey. And I guess, like I say, it's because it's still warm.
Good.
So it should solidify, if you will, better. Let me get that.
Why are you taking off the knife just?
I had to eat off the knife.
It's good.
All right, you guys, well, listen. Another sweet potato recipe. Considering all the changes that I made, I think we turned out good. I think the sweet potato filling has just the amount of sugar that I needed. I think we ended up doing, what, 3/4 of a cup? Is that what we did? Yeah, I think that's what we did. If not, I'll know for sure once I look at the video again as I'm editing. But 3/4 cups of sugar. I can taste the nutmeg now. So that's good. All right, you guys. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you wanted to, you could also, you guys know I did some vanilla flavoring in the crust. I thought about it later. If you wanted to, you can add a little cinnamon or nutmeg or whatever spices you wanted. You can add that to the crust too if you wanted to. Just have fun, honey. It's, I didn't say fun, honey. Just have fun, honey. It's your dessert. Do what you like to do. Whatever you like.
It's good.
Is it good? All right. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please consider doing so.
By hitting the nosy.
They're gonna be telling me you dropped something.
I didn't drop that this time.
You didn't. Hitting the nosy is turning on that notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever we're over here doing whatever it is we are doing. Thank you all so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining me or maybe us again next time.
Bye.
Yo, my baby's here. You want to try it? You want to try it?
Let's try.
What I just made. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm not going to tell you right now. You see.
This is the this the Air Force dude.
No.
Yeah, that's Air Force dude. Navy dude down there and college dude down is all whatever.
You came in just in time, baby. Just in time. Y'all, and he just got here.
Just got home.
He's not even been here, what, 15 minutes?
15 minutes.
Just arrived. Look, see if you remember these. I just put these in here the other day. What? The fork is stone, baby. The fork. Say what you think, baby. It's in a little one. Why are you laughing?
Because I'm nervous.
Nervous about eating food that you're gonna eat?
In front of like.
Everybody looking at you like, they're gonna look at your face. He don't like it.
Is it good? It's still
It's
warm.
so good.
It's gonna be a little bit more solid once it's over.
Oh, that's good.
All right, you about to
Let it fall off the
slide.
plate.
Sorry, y'all.
Don't let it fall
That's a
off the
little
plate.
ego over here.
All right, you guys. Well, listen. Thank you all so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining us again next time. Bye. It's good. Okay, bye y'all. Ain't nothing like mama's cooking, I tell you. Bye y'all.